Hello, we're going to see a video about the new one of the new features of the latest version of gvSIG Online. In this case, we are going to see the quick filter that is very useful for non-technical users. Until the previous version of gvSIG Online, the users had to access to the attribute table to apply a filter. Then they could search here, or they could apply an advanced filter here. So, for example, if they wanted to look for a river, they could select this one, the river here, and then zoom to selection. Or with numerical fields, they could apply the advanced filter that wasn't easy for non-technical users. So now a new tab has been added to the table of contents, and now we can select the layer group. They can select the layer, they can select the field, then for example the name of the rivers, and the operator, and then the value. For example, we are going to select Rio Santa Lucia in Uruguay, and then after applying we can get the element, the Rio Santa Lucia. So it's looking for, and then we have to minimize the attribute table, because if we close the attribute table, it disappears. So we have to minimize, and here we have the river. So it's very easy to look for a concrete element. And if we want to apply to a numerical fields, for example the population, we have the areas with population, this layer, and here we have a numerical field with the area, and now we have smaller or greater than. So for example, we are going to look for the areas with more than 3 million square meters. So if we apply the filter, and then we have the results, and then if we minimize the attribute table, it's loading the attribute table now. If we minimize the attribute table, we can see all the elements, all the municipalities, the areas with more than 3 million square meters. So it's a very useful tool for non-technical and technical users.